everyone, it's me again, your host, back again to give you another video, and today we're going to be reacting to the Suicide Squad DC Fandom exclusive sneak peek. Now, this isn't the trailer in its entirety, but this is just sort of a snippet of what we are expected to see in terms of the second Suicide Squad movie. Now, the first one sort of left a sour taste in my mouth. I didn't particularly like it that much. I thought Jared Leto as the Joker was not great. It wasn't really necessarily the typecasting, it was sort of the direction that they were going for. Him being there for only like 8 minutes of the film was definitely a letdown and definitely a huge conversation point that a lot of people were talking about. The second aspect was sort of like the overarching plot and story. I just didn't care. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't care. I didn't think it was that great. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed that the second movie is going to be a lot better. But we're going to see right now with this trailer, we're going to hopefully see that it's genuinely has some promise, but who knows? We'll see. Anyways, let's watch together.
Prize people.
Okay, so they kept him. He's still there.
Sit there and go, how did they do that?
Idris Elba
from any superhero movie ever made.
James Gunn looking pretty good right now. Harley Quinn. Who's the other character?
The Suicide Squad.
Cena! John Cena! What is happening here?
I was excited with an opportunity to be able to do the Suicide Squad in the way it could be done from my point of view.
This one is completely unique. This is a gritty 1970s war movie combined with the brilliance of James Gunn's characters and comedy.
1970s war movie, how interesting.
The Suicide Squad is just a twisted fantasy of characters.
Within each of
Wait, that looks like Deathstroke. Yo, they got Deathstroke?
Some of them are just pretty crappy through and through.
Like a douchey Captain America.
The guy who believes in peace at any cost, no matter how many people he needs to kill along
I don't
the
know
way.
this character. I don't know this character.
Don't ever settle back like you think you know where this is going, because you don't.
As soon as you have some sense about what's about to happen next, James comes in.
Okay, this is already promising.
Exploding genitals, heads, arms, legs.
Yo, it's that YouTuber. What the fuck?
Graphic novel brought to life.
What's he doing?
This is by far the biggest movie I've ever made.
Polka Dot Man, King Shark. I don't know the other
expect.
guy. She's back as Amanda Waller.
This has
I don't know
been
that
truly the greatest, most exciting journey of my life making this film.
That looks like that one comedian.
God, that was great.
2021 also. Yo, I'll be 100% honest. I'm fucking hyped for that movie. What was going on though? Like, I don't know like most of the plot. Amanda Waller obviously is still in control of them. They got fucking Deathstroke. That is sick. They got Deathstroke. Okay. So they got Deathstroke. They got Polka Dot Man, which if you don't know who Polka Dot Man is, he is a real villain. I can confirm. I have some knowledge of the DC-verse. Actually, he was a villain in, I'm pretty sure Batman, The Brave and the Bold, and he was voiced by Mark Hamill, which is, I think, the most ironic thing ever. But this genuinely has a lot more promise than what we got with the first movie. It looks definitely a lot more bigger, more grandioso, but more importantly, it's directed by James Gunn. James fucking Gunn, who, by the way, if you don't know, if you live under a rock, has directed both Guardians of the Galaxy movies as well as Brightburn. And I know Brightburn, a lot of people weren't as like, oh, Brightburn, but I feel like Brightburn got negative reviews mainly because the expectation that came with the trailers, they were like, oh, it's just another superhero movie. But it's a totally different genre kind of thing. But this looks good. This looks really good. So we definitely, King Shark was there. We got more characters. I don't know who that one woman who looked like, what's her name from the Teen Titans? Oh, how can you forget these things? Not Raven. But one of the characters looks like one of the characters from the Teen Titans. So, Starfire, I think is her name. But I don't know, man. She looks like an alien. She doesn't look human. Maybe probably genetically different. I don't know, but she definitely doesn't look human at all. But yeah, that looks really good. From what we saw, big explosions, definitely more set pieces. It isn't just set in like the city or whatever. Hopefully they have a coherent story that makes me give a fuck. Now Deadshot is probably dead, or he's doing something else. They couldn't get Will Smith for this movie. which is surprising because Deadshot was actually one of my favorite characters in the first Suicide Squad movie. So the fact that they don't have him is a little but they do have Idris Elba as Deathstroke, and I really love Idris Elba as an actor. I don't think he's produced anything bad that I've seen. Oh, he's been in anything bad that I've seen. But definitely it has promise, a lot more it just looks better. I don't know where they're going with the Jared Leto Joker thing. I hope Joker does not make an appearance, or if he does, it's something different. I haven't watched Birds of Prey, but I know that in Birds of Prey that like the Joker and Harley Quinn is a dunzo splitzos, so maybe there might be a romantic interest with Deathstroke, but I doubt it. So I guess from what I can like see in this movie, unless Polka Dot Man and that alien looking chick have like a romance thing, it's not gonna happen. Because usually they're like with movies like this, there's gotta be some like not love scenes per se, but like some sort of romance. Like in Guardians of the Galaxies, it was Gamora and Quinn. Here, it could be Harley Quinn and Deathstroke, but I hope not, because that would be real weird for me, because I've never really seen them together in any universe at all, so that would be really weird to watch. But hey, you know what? I trust James Gunn. Hopefully he can deliver on it, and maybe there isn't love like between characters or whatever. There's no like romance. Maybe it's just like camaraderie, you know, camaraderie, like the love with each other because we're all teammates and we're all part of the same thing, and that is that we don't want to get our heads exploded with the bombs in our head. I don't know if Batman's gonna make it a surprise appearance, because again, Batfleck is coming back for the Flash. So I don't know if he's going to be making a surprise appearance in this movie, which would be really interesting to see. I don't know if they're going to go over in like the beginning of the movie the same thing what they did like with the different case files, introducing the characters, like here's King Shark, he's half man half shark or whatever. Well, he's not, he's technically just a human genetically transformed into a shark, but that's besides the point. Here's Harley Quinn, here's Deathstroke. Like they might do that again, like with the first movie where they give out the case files, or they might literally, as they speak, just they might rather, instead of doing the case files, literally just show you them, have their name come across the screen, like you see Deathstroke killing people, and then across the screen is his name, Deathstroke, aka Slade Wilson or whatever, and then like character names come up. Instead of like the introduction, and that's the introduction, because you have to introduce these characters or else people aren't going to know like their powers, their abilities, or what they can do, and then you're just clueless, because then the audience is going to be like, well, who the fuck is Slade Wilson? Like, why is he so cool? What's his backstory? You have to tell him like he's an assassin, he's a mercenary, stuff like that. You have to give these things before you introduce the grander scheme of the plot. So they might do that for the beginning. In terms of the plot, it looked like there was a villain, a really old looking villain. I'm sure he's hellbent on world destruction, and I'm sure Amanda Waller isn't technically there to save the world. I'm sure she's there to probably capture a weapon or some sort of power or information even. But like the saving the world thing comes secondary, primary, right? Because like even in the first movie, her primary focus was to get her the fuck out of danger, and then they go deal with the problem. So Amanda Waller's primary focus isn't usually saving the world kind of thing. It's usually like an incentive. There's got to be something there, and saving the world comes after we get the incentive, or else then everything else has been for nothing, right? So I can like, she's a shifty character. We got to watch out for Amanda Waller. But so far, I like the trailer. It's not really much of a trailer. It's just sort of a sneak peek into everything. John Cena's in the movie, so that's great. I really hope I don't get the jokes in the comments like, what are you talking about? I didn't see John Cena. Did you see John Cena? I totally didn't see John Cena. We're done that. The meme's dead. Move on. But anyways, comment down below your favorite part of this sneak preview. Who are you most excited for in terms of characters, not actors, but characters in the movie? Because I really like the fact that they have King Shark instead of, did they have Croc in the first one? Yeah, they had Croc in the first one. But they have King Shark for this one, because we got to change up the animals, right? So King Shark is in this one. Hopefully we see some mayhem and carnage. I'm really hoping for that. Leave a like on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos to come. I've been your host, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!